Hi everybody, it's Tracy from Downward Dog Rising. I'm going to give you some yoga stretches tonight to help you to create flexibility in your body. So all you need is a mat or the floor. So join me. All right, let's begin. So I'm going to have you start off with your hands, fingers wide. Take your hands right a little bit slightly behind shoulders. Feet are going to go hip distance apart. And I'm going to have you squeeze inner thighs together and just bridge up, reverse table, and then just take it straight down again. So I just want you to feel comfortable in doing a table. Engage your glutes, look straight ahead, chest is open, reach from armpits to palms so it doesn't hurt your wrists. So you're just going to hold your reverse table, engage those glutes, feel your inner thighs draw closer together. You're going to hold it a little bit longer, keep chest open. You'll feel glutes, backs of thighs, core working. So as you keep drawing core muscles into your spine, bend those arms, tricep dips, lift back up. Point your elbows behind, lift straight back up. Chest is open. Inhale, exhale, elbows point straight behind you. And 6, 5, 4. Engage glutes, inner thighs. 3, chest is open. 2, and one more time. So now, we're going to take our feet behind us. Now I want you to do quadruped, all fours. And then I want you to take your elbows really close. Let me just demonstrate something. If your wrists hurt, what you need to do is lift your sternum, lift the energy out of your wrists so it goes across your middle back. From push away from armpits to palms, lift up through breastbone, sternum, create openness across front of shoulders and chest. Now we're going to just take it straight down. Our elbows hug in really close to our rib cage. Make sure shoulders avoid that type of motion. They pull down and back. And just take it down. Really engage the backs of your arms. Inhale. And then exhale, lifting up. Breathing in. Lift straight back up. We'll do 10 of those. And 7. Squeeze back of arms. And 6. 5 more. 4 more. Shoulders stay down and back. 3. 2 more. Good, last one. Excellent. Now from here, what I want you to do, keep a straight line from your hip joint to your knee joint. Take the tops of your feet, let them rest underneath you on your mat. Then you're going to stretch your sternum, your breastbone forward and through. So I'm going to have you do melting heart. So we're going to stretch, keep hips directly over your knees. Stretch arms forward and through, and then gently relax your forehead on the mat. You want to feel collarbones wide. Hips stay right over the knees. Feel a stretch under the armpits. Keep stretching arms forward. And feel your sternum, your breastbone, pull forward and through. We want to have the sensation of our spine lengthening in opposition. Reach the 2 sits bones away from you, behind you. Sits bones pull backwards towards the floor. Feel that stretch now under the armpits even more. Just stay here and breathe. Really expand those ribs laterally. Feel the stretch across your upper mid back as you really breathe into the back and sides of your rib cage. One more deep inhale here. Slowly going to make our way up. Now from here, take it on to all fours. And what I want you to do, your hands are directly under your shoulders. You can curl your toes under if you like. And then I just want you to stretch head away from tail. Do a little arch in your low back. And then I want you to drop your tailbone, draw chin to chest. Exhale, scoop core in. And then inhale, head stretches away from your tailbone to go into your cow, and then cat. The shoulder blades spread apart. Breathing in and breathing out. 3 more. 2 more. And slowly we're going to turn, sit. We're going to do Gamukasana. What I want you to do here, I'm going to have you, we're going to cross one knee over the other. And I have super tight hips, so you could have varying degrees of flexibility. If you felt a lot of discomfort in your hips, you could do this one just in easy pose, Sukhasana, with your ankles crossed. So I'm just going to cross one knee over the other. And then right leg on top. I'm going to have you take the right arm and just extend straight up above you. Then I want you to just think of your elbow pointing upwards as our hand reaches down our back. They're going to take this opposite hand, and then we're going to wrap it around the low back. And then our hands are going to stretch towards each other. Maybe they touch, maybe they don't. We want to create some more flexibility and openness in our shoulders and our hips. Cow face. Root down into your sits bones as you rise up to the top of your head. Going inward. You could breathe into your belly or your rib cage. Do what feels right for you. This will also target our stomach and spleen meridians. We're going to take one more deep inhale here. I'm just going to release that arm. Now we're just going to take our legs, shake our knees in front of us. We're going to take it to the other side now. So now we're going to take the left knee on top of right, And again, this could look very different from person to person depending on your flexibility level. So this is my tighter side. Just doing what I can, ground down into the pelvis, trying to equalize our weight on each half across our sits bones. And I want you to take your left arm and really stretch upwards. Elongate up through your spine. And as you take that arm straight up above you, you're going to gently just point elbow to sky as you reach that hand towards the center of your back where your shoulder blades are. Lengthening up through your spine, you're going to take this arm behind your back. And we're just going to stay here, lengthening upwards. You may notice one side is more flexible than the other, and that's totally okay. Because we're not robots. We don't move like robots. We use each side of our body differently. This will help create more awareness. Just going inward, lengthening through your spine, sink into your pelvis, rise up. Breathing in, breathing out. Great if you sit at a computer during the day. I'm going to take another deep inhale here. And then we're going to gently just take that arm. We're going to release the other arm out. We're going to do a little leg release. Take your feet in front, take hands behind. Do a little windshield wiper. Just release those hips side to side. All right. Now we're just going to take our legs straight in front of our body. And then what I want you to do here, I'm going to have you lift your arms up. You can flex your feet. You're grounding into your sits bones. Stretch directly upwards. We're going to take our palms to the sky, lifting up gently. And then gently push your shoulder blades apart in your back. 2 more. Just rising up, lift breastbone, sternum up, little slight back bend. And gently release, shoulder blades pull apart in your back. 2 more. One more time. Now from here, we're going to take our arms, we're going to hinge from our hips, forward, straight, flat back. Reach for the lateral edge of your feet. Feel inner thigh lines, backs of thighs firmly in the mat. And we're just going to come forward, hinging from the hips. Thighs firmly planted on your mat. If you need a little support, you could sit on a folded blanket, a yoga block, or you could put a folded blanket under your knees or a folded towel. Opening up the back body. And this produces calming effect. Lengthening breastbone. Feel the back of the spine open. Spine is long. Really stretch. Otherwise known as caterpillar. Do one more deep inhale here. We're going to slowly make our way back up. Walk your hands, spread fingertips wide. We're going to press down into our palms. We're going to come up into a reverse plank. Engage glutes, press heels firmly into your mat. And you're going to lift your pelvis straight up. Engage your glutes. Pelvis lifts up, engage glutes. Eye gaze straight ahead, chest is open, collarbones wide. Just releasing our back. Lift hips, engage glutes. Opening chest. One more deep inhale. And gently come back to your mat. All right. We're going to face sideways next. I want you to stack your ankles on top of each other. Your shoulder, your elbow, your wrist go into a straight line. We're going to just take our legs, extend them straight out. Collarbones wide. You're going to lift your bottom hip, bottom ribs, and just hold your plank, side plank. Just breathe, open shoulders, chest. Keep your hips aligned. Having your hips be aligned is what will help you keep balanced. If you lose those hip alignments, you'll fall backwards, maybe forwards. Keep lifting those ribs up. You're going to feel like a sling wrapping under your bottom rib cage. Gently come in, down to your mat. Take your legs to the other side of your body. Stack your ankles. And again, align shoulder, elbow, wrist. You're just going to extend your legs straight out to your side. Coming up, stack your ankles. Now, your ribs, pull those ribs so they're even, they're straight, they stack. Collarbones wide. Bottom ribs lift up. And hold and breathe. Think of a sling wrapping under those bottom ribs. And stay here. Chest is open. Keep your alignment. Good, keep your alignment. We want to strengthen our obliques. Good, one more deep inhale. And exhale, gently come down. We're going to turn. We're going to come down onto our back. Reach under your thighs. Come all the way down. We're going to align our knee and our shin, knee and shin for Happy Baby Ananda Balasana. Ideally, you have this alignment here, and we're going to let our knees drop to the sides. Breathing in. You can rock side to side if you like. Just want to open the hips. Just feel the back of your pelvis widen into the mat. Just breathe. Sink deeper into the earth. One more deep inhale here. And then gently, just going to hug those knees. Inhale into the space, middle back between your two shoulder blades. Exhale, release one more time. Gently just extend legs, tailbone, sacrum, firm and mat. Gently release. We're going to take our legs straight out. And then what I want you to do here, your legs are going to be straight out on the mat. I'm going to have you cross your right ankle over the left ankle. And then I want you to just take your arms, stretch arms overhead long. I'm going to do bent elbows. I don't have space. Extend both arms over your head. Left wrist grabs right wrist. Gently start to really elongate. We're going to pull to the left and just stay here and breathe. Banana Asana. I'm going to open up the whole right side of our body as we stretch towards left. You can have elbows bent. If you feel any discomfort in your shoulders or tension, bend the elbows. And just breathe. One more deep inhale here. Uncross ankles. Extend arms straight back overhead, lengthening your entire body. Take your left ankle, cross it over right. Extend arms overhead, take right wrist, grab left one. Reach arms overhead. Now gently stretch over to right side of body. You could also bend elbows. If you have any discomfort in shoulders, bend your elbows. As we stretch to the right, we open up the whole left side of our body now. Feel left side of spine, left ribs. And breathe. Doing a little banana stretch. Open that whole side. And feel supported and held. And take one more deep inhale. And gently uncross ankles. And gently extend arms straight overhead. Elongate in opposition. Legs reach long. Arms reach long. We're going to slowly press heels, backs of thighs into ground, into our mat, into the earth. Nod your chin. Slowly roll all the way up. And then once you're seated, just shake out your knees. Okay, we're going to do one more stretch. What I want you to do here, we're going to just face forward. And I'm going to have you do a straddle. So we're just going to take our legs, comfortably reach them sideways away from our center. And then what I want you to do, you're going to just gently shift. You could see this leg is straight out. So both legs are straight out to each side. And what I'm doing, I'm going to gently prepare a little bit for a little deeper stretch, side to side. Just to warm up your back a little bit. Side to side. So we're going to do a slight little variation. So I want you to go to one side, but still have equal weight in each side of your pelvis. Still have equal weight, grounded through your sits bones, equal weight. And then as you're grounding into your pelvis, I want you to rise up. And I want you to slowly stretch over one leg. Remember to keep elongating your spine up. Gently find that edge without forcing it. Then go a little deeper. Gently take one more deep inhale here. And we'll come up, side to side, just a little bit. Okay, we're going to go to our other side now. We're going to stop at the other leg. Make sure you're equally grounded through each half of your pelvis so you don't lift the hip up and bring it with you. Ground, root down. Once you feel rooted down, I want you to start to lift up out of your root. Breathing in, keep the length in your spine. And it's natural to be tighter on one side, so no worries. Work with it. We try to bring asymmetries into greater balance, just so we don't injure ourselves. We try to work with being more symmetrical. Because if one side gets disproportionately out of balance, too tight, that's when you set yourself up for injury. Just breathe into it. Find your edge. without forcing it. I'm going to take one more deep inhale here. Slowly, we're going to make our way up. Okay, we have one more. We're going to center ourselves and slowly come forward. Kneecaps face the sky. Feet are flexed. Knees are up, toes are up. And then gently fold forward. Hold it here. Find your edge. Maybe you come all the way down to the mat with chest on mat. Reaching forward. Spine is long. Just take a couple more breaths here. Slowly, we're going to make our way back up. Gently bring one leg in. We're going to come into Sukhasana. Bring the other leg in. Easy pose. Take a deep inhale. I thank you for joining me.